Welcome to Balanced Me series. Today we shall be looking at Bloom, Discover You. My name is Ayodeji Lawrence. I'm an organized being graced to solve complex problems with ease, such that every encounter with me takes you to a place of clarity, promoting your personal bliss. I am the lead consultant at L Cubed International Limited, where we organize life enrichment trainings, engage in professional coaching, counseling, therapy, and teletherapy. Okay, let's dive in. There are some critical questions for you to answer as we delve into Bloom, Discover You. Please get a pen and a paper and come along with me. Do I know my personality? Do I know my love languages? Do I know my strengths and weaknesses? What is my fear? What is my motivation? What stresses me out? Do I accept myself? I'll take those questions again. Do I know my personality? Do I know my love languages? Do I know my strengths and weaknesses? What is my fear? What is my motivation? What stresses me out? Do I accept myself? Take your time to look through these questions and answer them objectively. To discover who you are, you need to know your personality, your love language, and your belief system, amongst other things. Let's look at personality management. So, what is personality? It is defined as the characteristic set of behaviors, cognitions, and emotional patterns that evolve from biological and environmental factors. Our personalities can be likened to 4 vehicles: the Hummer, the convertible, the Ford, and the truck. We know we cannot afford to drive these vehicles the way we like. They must be operated the way they were configured to function. To get the best of each one must understand its uniqueness. So, all the breakdowns you've ever experienced in relationships is as a result of not knowing how to effectively maneuver all these personalities. Some adjectives have been added to each of these vehicles to give us the personalities we'll be looking at. So we have the intimidating Hummer, creative convertible, the systematic Ford, and the dependable truck. Let's start with the intimidating Hummer. A lot of people think this personality is too hard, too strict, and the reason for this is that they want to be effective and produce results that will make the world a better place. They may not have time for parties, but they have feelings and really want to change as long as you're willing to help them. Their strengths include bluntness, decisiveness, high work rate, they enjoy challenges, they work well under pressure. Their weaknesses are they have too many projects, they are impatient, they can be power drunk, they have fits of anger and rage, they are insensitive to feelings, and they can overstep authorities. Their fear is being taken advantage of. Their stress includes having fits of rage and anger when goals are not met. They are motivated when they have power and authority, when they can take risks, when they have freedom to oversee others, people compliant, and when they have accomplishments. The way with which they recover from stress is by engaging in physical exercise. Their virgin zones includes listening skills, appreciating people as human beings, allowing people to make mistakes. Their work zones include pioneering, entrepreneurship, team leading, working in a place where dogged leadership is required, freedom from supervision, and immediate delivery. They expect people not to argue with them. They expect people to serve them. They expect people to produce results for them. Be brief, go straight to the point, be serious, suggest ways to achieve results. They are so busy, so they don't expect you to receive calls from them. Let's move on to the next one. We have the creative convertible. People think this personality is unserious, not disciplined. People like this personality because they are the light of every show. They love fun and sometimes overdo it. They repeat their mistakes all the time and really need help, but they don't want you to reject them. Their strengths are motivating others, relating with people, they are good communicators, and are persuasive. Their weaknesses include time wasting, inattentivity to details, much talk, less action, assumptions. They fear being rejected. They are motivated with praises, acceptance, fame, freedom from rules and regulation. They get stressed when they have to maintain a positive and social relationship with others, especially when people want them to do things their way as against what they want to do to achieve the same result. Their stress recovery style is spending time talking with others. Their virgin zones include accountability, listening skills, control over words, actions, and emotions, focusing on the details and facts, being less impulsive, and learning to stick to plans. Their work zones include client service management, show business, entertainment, comedy, and acting. Their expectations from people includes, please don't give me rules. Don't expect me to make rules. Always make sure whatever you want to give me has plenty of fun in it. Don't expect me to do routine work at all. We have the dependable truck. This personality is the peacemaker. They love to understand and relate with people. It's not difficult for them to accept people and believe in them. They find it hard to confront people when they ought to. The best way to enjoy them is not to shout at them because they will withdraw. You can be sure they are one of the most dependable human beings you can ever find on the planet Earth. Their strengths are good listening, they're reliable, dependable, patient, and they are instinctive relators. Their weaknesses are adapting to change, finding it hard to establish priorities. They can be rigid and even hold grudges. Their fear is loss of security. They are motivated when they are appreciated, when they are recognized for loyalty, when projects that can be finished are handed over to them. They become stressed when they work with aggressive people who love to shout and confront them about how slow they are. They can also become stressed when they are being rushed. They recover from stress when they sleep, walk, or watch the TV. Their virgin zones includes being able to change easily, being flexible, accepting confrontation, and being able to confront others as well, verbalizing their opinions and thoughts. Their work zones include management, engineering, organizing, being able to follow through. The expectation from people include people relating with them in a warm manner and taking things slow with them. They don't want to be rushed. They want you to be sincere. And they want you to also to give them a long notice when you want to move them so that they can have enough time to assimilate change. We have the systematic Ford. They don't offer much information about themselves. They love high standards and feel great when due process is followed. They dislike people who are too playful and overexcited. They hardly show sympathy for people suffering because they believe that our experience in life is a direct consequence of our actions. Strengths. They are analytical, meticulous, factual, perfectionist, they have high expectations, They are thorough, they are loyal, and are disciplined. Their weaknesses: they are hard to satisfy, withdrawn, overcritical, doesn't like taking risks. They are slowed down by procedures and methods. They don't enjoy unexpected change as well. They are judgmental, secretive. They internalize conflicts and find it hard to forgive. They are motivated when they have accurate information, standards, and clear boundaries. They fear criticism. They are stressed up when their work is criticized. They get stressed as well when they can't achieve what they have set out to do. They recover from stress by spending time alone, reading a book, listening to music, and pursuing a hobby. Their virgin zones include relationship building, verbalizing thoughts, patience, inferiority complex, and opening up to people. Their work zones are operations, finance, project management, research, engineering, work that requires high standards and low margins of error. Their expectations of other people are, because they are highly detailed, they are not as emotional as others. So they expect you to be thorough, detailed, and well prepared to answer their numerous questions. They need to be convinced beyond every reasonable doubt. They don't readily take the lead, but they enjoy research. Give them deadlines, but be patient with them, because they work slowly, but you are sure of a near accurate result. They want you to commend their brilliance and not rubbish their efforts. One thing you need to know is that you're a blend of all these personalities, with you exhibiting some above the others. You can be a systematic Hummer, an intimidating convertible, a creative truck, or even a dependable Ford, etc. So we move on to love languages. This is all about knowing what it takes for a person to feel loved. How do you want to be shown love primarily? We have 5 of them, and they are namely words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. It is important you are aware of your love language or your love languages, as the case may be. Let's look at words of affirmation. The people whose love language is this appreciates verbal compliments that are not complicated. The shortest and the simplest words of affirmation can be most effective. That dress looks incredible on you. You always make me laugh. I love your hair today. You look gorgeous. Words mean a lot to them and goes a long way. On the other side, negative or insulting comments can hurt this person and take longer to forgive than others. Acts of service. For people with this love language, their motto is, action speaks louder than words. They want you to do things for them. Most importantly, when they do not ask. Cooking a meal, doing the laundry are all acts of service. They require some thought, time, and effort. They expect all these things to be done with positivity and with their ultimate happiness in mind before it is considered an expression of love. Actions out of obligation and with a negative tone are not expected and accepted by them at all. Receiving gifts. The person whose love language is this isn't necessarily materialistic. It just means that a meaningful or thoughtful gift makes them feel appreciated and loved. That a meaningful, something as simple as picking up a pint of their favorite ice cream or a bar of their most loved chocolate after a long work can make an impact on this individual. Quality time. The person whose love language is this wants undivided attention for the time you are together. No televisions, no smartphones, or other distractions. They think talk is cheap, and the type of action they want is to be your main focus. This doesn't mean that you don't coil up on the couch to watch Netflix with them. It just means that you need to make sure you dedicate time together without all the other distractions. That will help them feel comfortable in the relationship. Every time you cancel a date, postpone time together, or aren't present during your time together, it can be hurtful. Physical touch. An individual with this love language appreciates physical touch. They aren't necessarily into over-the-top physical display of affection, but they do feel more connected and safe in a relationship by holding hands, hugging, and so on. If physical touch is a person's primary love language and is missing in their relationship, they will feel unloved, and all of the words and gifts in the world won't change that. Let me mention this here. People who tend to speak their language. People tend to speak their language to others. So it is very key you know the love language of the people in your circle as well, so you can effectively communicate with them. Let me take that again. People tend to speak their language to others. So it is very key you know the love languages of the people in your circle as well, so you can effectively communicate with them. Let me take it for the last time. People tend to speak their language to others. So it is very key you know the love languages of the people in your circle as well, so you can effectively communicate with them. The belief system. These are convictions that you have held to be true in life, and they form the boundary of the condition of your thinking. These convictions you have held onto over the years and have formed how you view life. This leads us to the triangle of life, where your beliefs, to a large extent, drive your behavior, which determines the results you get. At this point, I want you to write 3 beliefs each that you have held dearly onto about marriage, success, God, and people, and where you got these beliefs from. I will start with marriage. Marriage. We have been told that you must be married to be respected. I'll go on to success. You must go to school to be successful. I'll go on to God. God cannot be questioned. And lastly, people cannot be trusted. These are belief systems that some of us, or beliefs that some of us have held onto over the years, and we have come to discover eventually that they are not true. Lastly, we'll move on to our user's manual. The user's manual is a comprehensive document that shows how best you can be handled. When we buy gadgets, when we buy equipment, they all come with the user's manual. And this tells us how the product looks like, the features, the frequently used asked questions, the safety precautions when we are using these gadgets. The same thing, we human beings, we have our user's manual as well. And like I said, it's a comprehensive document that shows how best we can be handled. It consists of our product description, our brand promise, our capabilities, the functions of the product, which is us, our features, our safety precautions and health-related issues, instructions to install us, and even our frequently asked questions. So, with all this understanding and all the aha moment, I recommend you take our assessments, which come with comprehensive reports revealing you to you. These assessments are Bloom. This reveals your personality, your love language, and your belief system. We have Bloom Extra. This reveals your personality, your love language, and belief system, and then comes with your user's manual. Also, do sign up for our Balanced Me Mastermind group, a 3-week mastermind program where we brainstorm on how to sharpen our personal skills to attain balance in all areas of life. It comes with the Balanced Me toolbox, which contains tools which will help declutter, simplify your life, and even help you gain clarity. We have in the toolbox the gratitude journal, the life journey journal, to mention a few. Kindly access them all via https://linktr.ee/ayawrence. I'll take that again. https://linktr.ee/ayawrence. Always remember, you are more